Hello everyone. Today we will talk about another kind of data structure, a linear kind of data structure, which is stack. Is a linear kind of data structure where the insertion and deletion of any particular data element happens or is restricted from one end only. The end from where the insertion and deletion happens is known as an active end, and it is also known as top. It is also known as a LIFO data structure, that is last in first out data structure, which means the element which has entered the stack last will be the first element to get out of the stack. So that is why it is a LIFO data structure. It will represent a stack in the memory. Different data structures, that is arrays and linked lists, before beginning with the stacks. So a stack can be represented in the memory using both arrays as well as a linked list also. So when you want to represent a stack in memory using an array, so let's suppose that there is an array of elements 21, 12, 23, 45, 66, 78, 19, 87, 54, 10 and 66. So this is known, this is the array data structure being used. Now once you had started inserting or started putting up the values into the stack, it would must have started from the element 66. So this was the top element. Then one by one we had started incrementing the values of the stack, and then we have reached towards the position in the array where 21 is the last element which has been added to the array. So the element which is at the current position of the index position of the array, is that current position is known as the top position. So whenever a new element needs to be added, the index position will be incremented by 1, and that will be the current position, and then we will increment put the new data value there. So this top element is 21. This is the last element which has been added to the array representation of stack, and this will be the first element which will be deleted. We cannot randomly delete any of the numbers. The first element that will be deleted will be 21. Once this has been removed, the top will move back to the element where 12 is stored, then top 12 will be removed, and so on and so forth. This is the array representation of stack in the memory. Now similarly, if I want to store the stacks using the linked list, so top will be the first element that was added to the memory was 47. Now 47 and then 22, then 12 and then 21. So what had happened, that top represents the current position of the element. So 21 was the last element which was added to the linked list representation of the stack, and this will be the first element which will go out of the linked list representation of the stack. So this represents the linked list representation of stacks in the memory. Operations that can be performed on stacks, just like any other data operation that can be performed on a stack, is known as push operation, which is also the insertion operation. The deletion in a stack is known as the pop operation. So if I tell you to insert an element, so I may say that push this particular data value into the stack. If I am asking you to pop the element, then I am saying that you have to delete the topmost element from the stack. Talk about the push operation when the stack is implemented as an array. So this is the pseudocode or algorithm for pushing or inserting the data element into the stack. So I've given the name of the algorithm as push, where stack comma item comma max stack comma top, these are the variables that has been passed to this algorithm. So the very first condition is, if I want to insert any element in a stack, I must know about the overflow condition, whether there is any possibility to add a new element or not. So I will check for the overflow condition. To check that, what I have done is I have given this variable max stack, that is MXXTK. This is the max stack, means the maximum size limit of a stack. This means that if I have declared an array of size say 10, so 10 will be the value of the max stack. So if my top has reached the value of max stack, that means I have reached the total limit of elements that I could have entered into my array. So I will write overflow and then I'll exit out of this algorithm. Otherwise what I have to do is I'll go to step 2 and this will end the if structure which I have started in the step 1. Now if it is not overflowing, what I have to do is, since it is implemented as an array, I will simply write that top should be incremented by 1. So I'll set top equal to top plus 1, and then to the top element of the stack, this is the name of the array stack's top element should be set to the item, and then I will exit out of the algorithm. So this is the push operation or the insertion operation when the stack is implemented as an array. So when I'm talking about the pop operation, I'll check whether for the underflow condition. So the very first condition will be if my top is equal to null, that means if I have not even started putting any element into the array, so my top will point to null. Then I'll write underflow and then I'll exit. Otherwise'll go to the step 2 and this should end the if structure. So if it is not into the underflow condition, we have already discussed this, that whenever I am deleting any element, I should return the data value of that particular element which is being deleted to a variable so that it can be printed whenever required. So I'll set the item equal to stack's top element, because since it is a stack, I can only delete the topmost element. So there is no question of which index position should I go to. So the top element is value is passed on to item variable, and now I have to remove this. So the top should reduce by 1. Like suppose if I already have 5 elements, so the top value will be 5, and at the 5th index position I have the value 16. So item will have 16 from the stack 5th index position. Now this 5th index position data element 16 has been removed or deleted or popped out of the stack. So what I have to do is I'll have to reduce the number of elements or the top to 1. So top will now reduce from 5 to 4. So top will now become top minus 1, and then I'll exit out of the. So we had talked about the push and pop operation when our stack was implemented as the array. Now if I have implemented my stack as linked list, how I will perform the push operation or the pop operation? It's quite similar as when you were inserting the element or deleting the element from a linked list which was at the beginning. So let's check out the algorithm for push operation. So let's check out for the insertion or the push algorithm for the linked list representation of a stack. So the very first step will be, as usual, checking for the overflow condition. So when it is implemented as a linked list, the overflow condition will be given by the avail list. So if the avail is equal to null, then I'll write overflow and I'll exit. This will end the if structure and we'll go to the step 2. Now if it is not so, what I have to do is I'll have to release a fresh node from the avail list. So to do so, I will write new is equal to avail, and avail will now point to the link of avail. Now the next step will be, to the info part of that particular new node, I will insert the item value. So to do so, set info of the new equal to item, and now the link of this new node must point to top. This is what is done in step 4, that is set the link of new node equal to top, and now this new node will become the top node. So set top is equal to new and exit out of the algorithm. So this is the simple push operation for the linked list representation of stack. As a linked list, and I have to perform the pop operation. To do so, I'll check for the underflow condition in the step 1. So if my top is equal to null, that means I do not have any particular node in my stack. So if top is equal to none, then I'll write underflow and I'll exit out of this algorithm. Then if not, then I'll make a temporary variable or the temp node where I will keep which will point to the top node. So temp will now be equal to top, and now top will now become link of top. That means the second node will now become the top element, and with this step 3, the top node, which is now pointed by the temp node, is free from the linked list representation of the stack. So the first node has been deleted. Now what I have to do is, once it has been deleted, I have to return this deleted node to the avail list. To do so, what I will do, I'll set the link of the temp node to avail and set the avail equal to temp, and I'll exit. So this is the simplest way I can perform the push or pop operation when my stack is implemented as a link.